He's here. He's just indisposed. John is indisposed at the moment. We are heading out to eat, a little lunch date, to go over Chiggy. Today is Wednesday. He just flew in this morning. He was supposed to fly in last night. You know how flights can be. So he didn't fly in last night at 11. He flew in this morning at 7. I got him. We napped. Now it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We have a million things to do, but first we need to eat. So we're going to the Double C restaurant. We're gonna organize those totes. These totes are gonna go in that trunk. Shoo. Today's Wednesday. We are putting on a race on Saturday. So today's the day. We're gonna just go through the totes that I packed just to make sure everything's there. John's double checking, triple checking my work. And then we're gonna load them into the truck. That's the tent behind me. That's gonna go in the truck. We've got 2 tables. We've got a cot, like a first aid cot that's gonna go in the truck. We still need to get a couple more things of water. Watermelons, cheese, bread, butter, propane. So what is John doing right now?
Trying to process what I'm supposed to be doing.
So you're working on a bag that you're going to be using to flag tomorrow.
Yes.
What's going to go in this flagging bag?
I'm going to take all the flags.
Yes.
I'm going to take a hammer. I'm going to take some nails.
Some signs that aren't quite made yet. They're here, but they're not made. You're going to take some of those with you?
Yeah.
Okay, so we are just trying to... John's going through everything, packing the things, making other things. It is 6:30 Thursday. We packed hopefully everything from 5. We got up at 5:30. It's 6:30. Hopefully we packed everything that we can. Now we're gonna go get some coffee, and we've got a bunch of stuff to do in Amherst. So it's 6:30. Let's go. To get to Parsboro, and there's a detour, and I've never been on these back roads, and I assume I'm on my way to Parsboro. I think I'm gonna end up in Lakelands. That's my best guess, but wow, what a roundabout way. I gotta get gas. I feel a little lost. Just, what a friggin' day. Like, 400 mini arguments about garbage, and Okay. So you're making the tailwind and yeah?
Yes.
We got our little internet machine out there. John and I are 400 fights today, but we sailed through all of them, and now we're in tip-top shape. Wouldn't you say, John? Okay. So he is completely in tailwind mode. I am in print off the stuff for the cabins mode, laptop, printer, the internet's in the backyard. Yeah. Okay, so the first round of flagging is done, and now we're gonna go do the back end of the flagging. Tonight we'll do the middle of the flagging. It is 11 o'clock. We're gonna go try and do the back end flagging and then come back and set up the registration tent and table and Starlink and printer and laptop. Oh my God, we've got to go. Go, go, go. Here we go, go, go. So we've got the printer, all this stuff set up. We've got Starlink modem, Starlink, hey, right there. And John's hard at work. It's 6:30 at night, and the night before the race. We still flagging we have to do, and that's fine. We can do that in the dark. That's not a big deal. We've got one of the cabins has the people in it, and it has the aid station stuff. We just need to drop off this bunkhouse cabin booklet that has some information for them, and we have to pick up 2 volunteers, and they're going to sit in the back seat here. We did some maneuvering. We've got 2 people that are on their way to one of the other cabins. We're doing way better than last year. Way better, because we were still running around at 1 o'clock in the morning last year, and here it is 6:30, and we probably have like 2 more hours of running around. So by 8:30, our running around should be in a 3-hour period, we had just over 50 runners register. We did have 1 runner show up to try and register after we'd already like finished up and cleaned up it all, and we're like, nope, you've got to come back in the morning and do it, because we've moved on to our next to-do list. Sorry. You've got to set deadlines, and you have to stick to your deadlines as much as you can. That's reasonable for you, and it was not reasonable for us to register her at that point, because we tore everything down. So let's keep going. We have to go get our volunteers, and they have to follow us, because it's complicated to get to these aid stations. So they've got to follow us to the first aid station. So take this, we dip it in there, and then eat it. Super good. They still have a 3-kilometer drive to get to the cabin. But they got there in daylight. I think that's fantastic. Adam's already been to that cabin before because he did the race last year. I was just talking to John about it, and how we're putting on this event that we both would want to do. So it's just, you know. Race day. It's almost 3 o'clock in the morning. It's go time. One of our aid station volunteers got a flat tire, and so John went to go deliver runner handler sheets to the bunkhouse and then Arch Gulch, but then unlock the gate for Anthony to get to Big Bald. And then flat tire. This is a map of Cape Chignecto Park. So we're starting at the parking lot, and they're going to go to the right of that loop. They're going to head up. They're going to take the McGackie Canyon Trail back down to the main trail, where they're going to branch off. They're going to take the New Yarmouth Mountain or Eatonville. We call it the interior, so they're taking the interior to the bunkhouse. They're going to leave the trail, and they're going to take that little bit of a road. They're going to come back in on the main trail after the bunkhouse, come all the way around. And this is all coastal. It's all gorgeous. It's absolutely brutal. Then they get to Big Bald cabin. They do have a little hill right there. You see white and red. They get up the hill, and then they come back onto the main trail. And again, it's coastal. It's beautiful. Lots of spots to take pictures, lots of hills. They're going to come into Refugee Cove. That's a beautiful down, and then they have something of a little bit of a hill up, and then they come around. They're heading to Arch Gulch Cabin. They get to Arch Gulch Cabin. That's a nice rest, and then they're going to do Millbrook Hill, which is pretty awful. There are 2 benches on that hill because it's pretty awful. And then they come around. They still on the main trail. They come back down. They're going to turn right instead of taking McGackie Brook Trail. Come down to Christie Field, take the right-hand side again, and head back to the parking lot. And they're done. That's 50 kilometers all the way around. I think it's just me, the runners, and some aid station cabin volunteers are awake right now. It is 1:22. I could probably see a headlamp at any time. This is what we do. So just, it's not glamorous. This is not glamorous. Okay, I am currently heading to get breakfast, and that's my job right now. And then we've got to start packing it up and getting the flagging down and stuff. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. And I'm a little nauseous, actually. I'm a little shaky and I'm a little nauseous from weird 2-hour naps for 2 days. But hopefully I'll get some home fries in me, and they'll warm up. You know, we still got 3 people out on the course. It's hours before they'll come in, but we're still race directing. I was just given a Red Bull. I've never had a Red Bull. But I feel like I'm tanking. So let's try this and see how it works.